Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a tagged video created by Ms. Kelsey Brianna J. I will have her video linked down below and in the cards up above. So go ahead and give that video a watch if you haven't already. And it's very hot. It's so hot. So I will be enjoying a beverage while I'm filming this video. And if you hear my air conditioning, not sorry. It's hot. So this tag is 12 questions long and it is called the Glow Up in Beauty tag. I thought it was an interesting selection of questions, not just about specific makeup products, but also some makeup styling choices, some, I guess you could say, artistic direction. So it's 12 questions long and let's get into the first one. Question number 1, what is the worst beauty advice you have ever gotten? That putting black kohl eyeliner in your waterline is going to make your eyes look bigger. Or make my eyes look bigger specifically. Yikes. Question number 2, what is the worst beauty advice that you've ever given? I'm not sure. I may have really been selling like bright rosy pink blushes and where to put them on your cheeks, because for a very long time in grade school I was doing like just blush right here, because I thought that would make your face look softer. And not everyone has like the heart-shaped, like really round apples of their cheeks. Like I can get away with kind of putting product right there and it being fine, but not everybody can. And it's okay to say what works for me doesn't work for others, because what works for others doesn't always work for me. But I would swear that if it worked by me, it worked for everybody. Question number 3, what beauty product did you struggle with the most, / what is your worst experience with a product? I struggled with the Too Faced chocolate bonbon palette, but like the pink one. Does that one have a special name, or is that just the bonbon palette? Those shades were so crusty and so dry. I couldn't get anything to look right with that palette, and I struggled with it. And I had that palette from like when it came out up until 2018. I think I may have finally gotten rid of it in 2018, and I've had that palette for like 4 years. Oof. Question number 4, what beauty product did you used to use a lot back in the day but would never use now? A brow pomade. I've seen people use brow pomades in a more modern trend way, where they use it with like an angled brush to draw the hairs if they're doing the like laminated brows. But I have a nice brush tip pen that I like to use for that. And I just feel like it's too pigmented, too dark of a color, especially for me when I don't have like very thin or sparse brows. Like I just need a little bit of color here and there, but like I can get that with like a pencil or like a gel. Like I understand that maybe not everybody can do that, so I don't want to like diss the pomade itself, but it's just not a product that works for me. Question number 5, what makeup techniques did you struggle with the most when first learning how to do makeup? Doing eyeliner on the top of my lid. Like I mastered the unfortunate art of putting liner in my waterline, but like I would pull my lid like this to get it real flat and taut and try to take a pencil that would be dry and harsh. And I guess when I think back of like all my horrible makeup experiences, it's just because the products were like really terrible. So like I was just really, really mean to my face to try to get that makeup product to work. But it just didn't. It just wasn't good. But yeah, I would say like doing lid liners. It was so bad. Question number 6. What makeup techniques do you struggle with currently and want to improve? I want to improve on my eyeshadow color placement. Like, I pretty much have mastered the like outer edge smoky eye kind of look. So I don't know, I would like to try other things. I see people put colors in different places and it's like a completely different eye look. I would like to get stronger in, I guess, my eyeshadow game altogether. Question 7. What is a beauty product that you never thought you'd buy but now own? Bronzers and eyeshadow palettes. I had one eyeshadow palette, which was the Too Faced one, and it was absolutely garbage. And I'm like, oh well, if everyone's raving about this Bon Bon palette, I really don't trust anything anyone says about eyeshadow because it never works for me. Never. But now I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I love that I would be really sad if I'd never had them in my collection. And bronzers, I never understood. Why do you just tan? Just why do you need to fake a tan with a bronzer? What does a bronzer actually really do? And when you're using foundation, I think a lot too when you're learning how to do your complete like face makeup, you don't realize that when you lay your base down, you're covering up all of the tones in your face, so you're just flat. So the bronzer, brings back color. I don't have to explain what a bronzer does, but maybe I do if you didn't know. Question number 8. What beauty trends do you regret following? The stupid eyeliner in the waterline, and I guess also like the very like full face matte foundation. That was never ever gonna work for me, and I absolutely hate it. Like, I don't like the feeling of wearing makeup. Like, if I feel like I'm wearing makeup, it gets miserable for me, because then I feel like, oh my gosh, my face is just gonna rub off on everything. Like, I can't move, I can't eat, I can't, like, and when I'm wearing full coverage anyway, that's what it feels like. It's like you're stuck and you just feel it all on your face, and I don't need that. I just need a light tinted moisturizer to kind of blend my colors together, cover some little imperfections, and then that's it. Question number 9. If you had to restart your beauty collection, what are some things you would do differently? I would be more mindful of the things that are suggested to me on Instagram. I realized that like some of the indie brands that I bought are brands that I know only through Instagram because no one's talking about them on Facebook. And how do I phrase this nicely? Because when you go into these posts for these products, it's not like all of the bad comments are like completely deleted. There's like enough to make it look like realistic. Because take like going to the She's and Parties palette, which is one of Melt's most beloved palettes. There are some people that don't like it, and then there are a lot of people that really, really love it. Take the Charlotte Tilbury face bronzer, right? There's some people that are like, it's not worth it, and then there's people who really, really love it. That's just normal with a lot of products. But in the particular post that I'm talking about, because you don't realize that it's an ad, right? Like, I know some of them say like shop now, but a lot of the time especially when you're scrolling through like makeup posts like on Instagram, especially on the For You page, you don't realize that it's an ad. So then you click on it and you look at the comments, and a lot of the comments are super, super positive. And so you think that like, oh, this is a really, really great product, and then you spend your money on it and it's absolutely garbage. So I would be mindful of that. Not that, because it's talked about on social media that like, it is a good product, because I'm sure there are a lot of unknown brands that have like brilliant products. But just to be more mindful of like really what you're buying into. And okay, so question 10, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? My BH Cosmetics Cherry on Top Prince Zuko face look. If you haven't watched it, maybe you're doing yourself a favor, or maybe you're missing out on some really good memes. Who knows? Question 11. What is the best makeup look you've ever done? I'm really enjoying my Tsunade makeup right now. I didn't think I would really like the face product that I used, but I'm enjoying this lighting. It looks good on this background. I'm not mad at it. Question 12, last question. What beauty advice would you give a beauty lover, makeup artist, beauty influencer? It's okay to step out of your comfort zone and to try things that maybe you wouldn't really have tried before, or that you're not very experienced in. Like maybe if you don't really know how to do like a true smoked out goth eyeshadow look, just try it anyway. Just try it anyway, and then get better at it, and then maybe remake that video later on. Another thing is, don't be afraid to rely on old favorites, even if they're discontinued items or items that aren't readily available anymore. Like, I think that's like a trend on YouTube, right? Because we don't want to advertise things that you can't get your hands on, because we don't want people to feel bad about it. But I mean, if you really love that product, use it, and use it on camera and tell people how much you like it, because then when something similar comes around, they'll know that you know what you're talking about. Like, I'm sure there will be more swampy green eyeshadow palettes like the Futurism 3 and the Gemini palette. So if you're constantly using them and letting your audience know that like, this is one of my favorite products to use of all time, and then you may get PR from like Juvia's Place, right, that also has a swampy green palette, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like you can do a lot of these similar looks, you know. I'm just throwing examples out there. So I don't know, I think it's okay to use things that you like. I think it's okay to shop your stash, if you will. But that's it for the 12 questions of this tag. What are some of your thoughts and opinions on these? What was your worst makeup look? Or maybe what's an item that you absolutely hated and now you actually have in your collection? I will see you guys next week with my new videos. But until next time, bye.